never sent a horse over there and it's never been done before. Do it so far from home, and yeah, it was satisfaction.
Step aside, far up, Choisir.
I remember Choisir very well when he walked into the paddock. And the one thing I thought, you could have a pretty good dinner over his hindquarters. You could have 2 or 3 plates there, and I mean, just the width of his hip and his strength.
He was a powerhouse. He was so strongly built. He was a striking individual. There's no doubt about that. Anyone who was here at Ascot and saw him for the first time could not have left with anything else but that impression.
Before the race, the trainer said to me, he's got 2 speeds, slow and very fast.
I was quite confident. As far as a new horse coming out there, they didn't know him and we didn't know their form, but our horse was flying at the time.
That's it, they're racing. Continent missed it on the near side. Dominica, one of the first away, and Choisir for Australia is up, sharing the early lead.
Well, gee, you could see a long way out. He was going so bold and doing what you know he can do, and I was quite confident a long way out, I can tell you.
He was clear. I never seen another horse. You know, I sensed him coming to me at the 2 marker. I just changed my hands. It was all over. He got along that rail, quickened up really well. Pure speed, strong, galloped right to the line.
The Aussie's going to do it. Choisir coming home to win the King's Stand. What a famous victory. Choisir wins it.
I don't think that the English punter appreciated just how dominant and how very much up with the rest of the world, or maybe in front of the world, that Australian sprinters were. And I think for that reason, he did come in here low-key.
The trainer said to me after the King's Stands, we're going to run him on Saturday in the Golden Jubilee and he'll be even better. And I'm thinking, if he stays the same, it'll do. He says, no, the freshness will be off him, he'll be even better stepping up to 6.
You always knew he was that sort of horse to handle the backup, and I knew he'd be better. He was that sort of big, gross sort of horse that would only help him, and I think after a day or so you knew he'd be running, yeah.
I was a bit surprised actually, because nobody ever done that before. Like, we're going to run him on a Tuesday in a Group 1 over 5, and then we're going to back him up, 4 days later. You don't know how they're going to come out with a race.
Racing in the Golden Jubilee.
I was around the middle of the track and I planned to kind of go straight for a while, but I always planned to get the rail, because I said when this lad gets the rail, he'll really take off.
He had it mapped out where he should be, wherever it be, and it all panned out the way he said to.
Choisir has crossed over to take it up for Australia.
It was probably a better race. I had to ride him a bit harder, but again, the toughness, the pure raw speed he had, the way he travelled through the race, he was right up there with the top sprinters I've ever ridden.
But the Aussie's going to do it again. Step aside, far up, Choisir.
Oh, look, it was just sensational. Yeah, it was sort of a lifetime, I think.
I think before Choisir won at Royal Ascot, I think most people thought it was pie in the sky stuff, really not worth even contemplating.
Yeah, he's already a hero, but he is an absolute legend now after doing that.
It certainly did make people sit up and take notice. People in Australia were appreciating, that their horses were, able to compete at that level in a place as far away as the UK. So I think it made people just adopt a different mindset to international racing, particularly in Europe.
On the near side, take over target, takes it up, and Miss Andretti, she's a champion.
On the nod, Horizon, but it's going to go to Australia again. Star Spangled Banner clear. Black Caviar takes it up now.
Merchant Navy on the near side of City Line.
But it is a great Australian sprinter.
For a jockey, for myself, it was a dream come true, because I've always looked at Royal Ascot growing up as the pinnacle, basically, and to get a winner here is unreal.